Welcome back to News 360. It's now time for Mission, which is proudly supported by Star Ghana with funding from Danida, UK Aid and the European Union. Now, expectant mothers at Aprusaya in the Nanumba South District of the Northern Region receive healthcare under poor conditions. Now, Stanley Nibleu reports the only CHIPS zone has no structure to operate from.
This is the Aprusaya community, inhabited by Konkombes and Nanumbes. A bright morning signifies hope for residents. Expectant mothers are at the community square receiving antenatal care. This is the meeting point because there is no structure. Aprusaya and 4 other communities have been demarcated as a CHIPS zone in the Lungin catchment area more than 3 years ago, but have no physical structure. In fact, healthcare givers lack logistics. For years, healthcare has been administered to patients under trees.
When we come to work, it rains. The wind can even blow our papers and our registers away. And you see how we are carried here, dust, and the women, they inhale, most of them inhale dust. And you know what dust can cause to them.
A resident who is saddened by the development was compelled to donate his bedroom and mats to be used by health personnel in examining pregnant women.
The brand me brano, me special bill be answer brambi. So more baba mama ne se mi ma omo de no mo fefe nkwada no mpanyefo no nyina yare no.
I gave out my room because I don't want to see my people suffer. An improvement in healthcare delivery will help us.
Health personnel here are doing their best to save lives, especially that of pregnant women. But inadequate infrastructure coupled with logistics are affecting the way healthcare is administered to these people, especially where pregnant women have had to lie on the floor to receive care. This is worrying. Health workers give off their best despite the challenges.
They hope, and they have to, because
we don't think we should stop the work. We have been coming here every day, every month to care for them. So we are also doing our best to help them.
Motors and tricycles are the only means in commuting to Lungin during referrals. The mission team was told there are only 2 tricycles in the community. Hence, one would have to trek about 14 kilometers if he misses any.
Most of our parents here are not having motorbikes and even motoking. And motoking is once in a week, unless market days, Lungin market days. So if they are coming like that, they will all gather and pick a motoking. Sometimes the motoking will come from Lungin to this place and pick them to Lungin for market. So after market, they will bring them. But assuming labor case setting maybe in the evening or midnight, and it happens that there won't be any moto or motoking around, there is a challenge to them.
The community has donated a parcel of land for the construction of a CHIPS facility, but the land has remained in the same state for several years. The Nanumba South District Assembly has no immediate plans to address the situation. The population of Aprusaya community is dominated by children who are often used as laborers on farms. The chief of the community is married to 4 women and has 30 children. He indicated his willingness to add on to the already existing offsprings, giving this explanation.
God has given them children, they will have to give birth. And then there are some men who also get married and they don't get children, so they give birth to compensate for them.
He said he has divided the 30 children into 3 groups, depending on their age and maturity. He educates one group, uses them as laborers on his farm, while the remaining group serves as his shepherds. Family planning is the last thing on their minds. Children are many in this community. This is because parents have refused to do family planning. They believe giving birth is a blessing from God, and so they use them on their farms. The suffering of pregnant women and children may linger on if nothing is done to improve healthcare delivery in the area. Stanley Nibleu, TV3 News, Aprusaya, Nanumba South.
Well, there are some unfortunate visuals there. Let's move on and do some other stories regarding Mission. And Mission's report in the Makango area of the northern region has achieved some results. At the Makango Islamic School in the East Gonja municipality, teachers have devised means to control bats' invasion in classrooms. Doors and windows that were falling apart have been fixed 2 months after TV3 aired the challenges of the school.
Makango, a coastal community, plays an integral role in the development of the East Gonja municipality. In February, when the Mission team visited the Makango Islamic Basic and Junior High Schools, bats had invaded all the classrooms. Both teachers and pupils had to endure the unpleasant situation. Some classrooms had structural defects. Doors and windows were falling apart and had to be supported. This had resulted in poor ventilation and lighting. Pupils lie prostrate during lessons, and some classrooms lacked furniture.
This is the scene we are realizing here. But what is so disturbing is that they are in the heat. The windows are closed, and the reason is not palatable.
3 months on, after TV3 Mission aired the challenges of the school, the situation has improved. The school authorities have now fumigated the entire school using resources from the capitation and baseline grants. This has led to the drastic reduction of the bats in classrooms.
A lot has been improved after your visit. I think we organized a parent-teacher association meeting to ensure that we inform them about the dangers that the bats are posing to us. So they assisted us with some little contribution. We sprayed the bats. We also locally we use pepper, and when they get the smell of it, they all run. As soon as school resumes, we came and realized that the bats have come again.
The head teacher of the junior high school explains.
The difficulties are so many. One has to do with the noise they make to disturb us. They also produce a pungent smell. That is their urine, their feces, they defecate. Then also sometimes they come to contact or maybe fly to distract the class.
The East Gonja Municipal Director of Education indicated that eradication of the bats from the community would require a holistic approach.
We've made an effort, and you've seen that the numbers have reduced drastically. And I think before this follow-up visit, I mentioned that the PTA, the SMC should sit up. But we've also been able to talk to the chief and the community elders. If we fight the bats here and they don't fight the bats, certainly they will stray in, like you have said. So there's a holistic measure. We all need to come together to see how we can fight the bats out of the town, not only the school.
At the primary school, pupils can now heave a sigh of relief, although there is still no furniture. The broken windows have been fixed and wire gauze also installed.
At the time I took over, but then we had some small money in our school account, that's the capitation. So after the expose, the director quickly approved of our SPIP and went in for the money and bought the necessary materials needed to fix the windows and the doors. But the other challenge is the furniture situation.
The East Gonja Municipal Assembly has also promised to furnish the schools. Stanley Nibleu, TV3 News, Makango, East Gonja.
Well, that's all for Mission for this evening. And don't forget, you can always get interactive with us and send us your comments on our various social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Twitter. And Mission is proudly supported by Star Ghana with funding from Danida, UK Aid, and the European Union.